Hi, I'm Mary Lynn, and I'm an AllTrips local guide. I'm going to share the ins and outs of getting to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And if you're flying into Jackson Hole, which is right behind you, this is where you're landing. America's only airport inside a national park. You're not just stepping off a plane, you're stepping into one of the most scenic, trickiest places to fly into. And if you don't plan this right, you could be looking at expensive flights, last-minute car rental surprises, or worse, getting stranded in a snowstorm because you booked the wrong connection. So today I'm breaking everything. Flights, rentals, ground transportation, and common mistakes to avoid. Let's get you here smoothly. Jackson Hole isn't a major hub, and flying here can be pricey, but there are ways to work the system. The best time to book is at least 3 months in advance, especially for peak winter, December through March, and summer, June through August seasons. January and October tend to have the lowest fares. Last minute deals aren't rare, so if you see a good fare, book it. The best airlines for getting here, personally my favorite is Delta. It flies in and out of Salt Lake year-round, with winter routes from Atlanta, Minneapolis, and Detroit. United Airlines has good year-round flights from Denver, Chicago, Houston, and seasonal service from LAX, San Francisco, and Newark. American Airlines has core routes from Dallas-Fort Worth and Chicago, plus Miami and Charlotte. And Alaskan Airlines flies in and out from Seattle year-round, and Portland and San Diego. Now, a pro tip: you want the best Teton views on land. Book a window seat on the right side of the plane. Planes often land from the north, and you will be sailing right to Tetons. Now, this airport is small, and that's a good thing. Here's what you can expect inside. Security lines are typically short. You can get from the curb to your gate in minutes. Bag claim is very convenient. It's right next to the rental car counters. You do not have long walks. If you need a drink, Jedediah's bar inside has one of the best airport whiskey selections in the country. If you're not renting a car, resort shuttles are free with many hotels, but you want to call it that. And Jackson has an outstanding bus system. The Start Bus Airport Shuttle is cheap, reliable, it runs to town in Teton Village. Check the schedule before you. Now, while Jackson has Uber and Lyft, taxis are still the most popular choice from the airport. You'll see cabs lined up outside for all the major flights. Cab fare to town, Teton Village, are pre-negotiated with all the taxi companies, so you're not going to get taken. And the one thing that people forget is it can be cold out here, so be sure to have a jacket ready when you. Now, if you're renting a car, pay attention. What you need to know: all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive is mandatory in the winter. Rental counters are in the terminal of the airport, but the cars are attached right away. Now, if you don't book early, you'll be left with minivans and compact cars. That's a terrible idea. So book early. In fact, here's how you can save some money. Book 3+ months in advance for winter and summer because prices do jump fast. Weekly rentals tend to be 20 to 30% cheaper than daily rates, so consider. And also check both airport and missions because sometimes one is way cheaper than the other. Skip the prepaid fuel. Local gas stations are pretty close. Watch for hidden fees too with your rental cars. Ski racks are usually $15 to $25 a day. And additional driver fees will often waive for spouses and add up if they're not, so definitely check. And winter tire charges. Some rentals charge extra for actual snow tires, so that's before booking. And one last thing. Before you drive off, check the tires. Not all routes have snow tires. I don't want to find that out, but I see. Now, if flights into Jackson are expensive, we do have some alternatives. Idaho Falls, IDA is their airport code, is a 2-hour drive with cheaper flights and much better winter reliability. Salt Lake City is a 4.5-hour drive. And while that sounds far, you can save hundreds of dollars by flying just into Salt Lake in a car. Bozeman is a 4-hour drive and is another good, especially if you want to expand your trip and ski Big Sky, or in the summer if you want to explore the park on the northwest. Now, if you fly into Salt Lake, rent a car, or take the Salt Lake Express Shuttle. It's a great transportation program coming into Jackson. And if it's snowing, make sure you extra. Now, when you're flying out, here are a few things to know. Morning flights are the most reliable. Weather tends to get worse later in the day. Give yourself extra drive time in the winter. You're going to have, you might have wildlife. There's a lot of moose on the road. Slow drivers can add 30 to 45 minutes to your trip, so do count that. Now, airport parking, first hour is free, and then it's $4 an hour after that. But long-term parking, you can do $20 a day. Now, one last tip is to download your boarding pass before you leave town, because cell service out here can be slow. So here's a quick recap. Book your flights early. Fly midweek for better prices. Book the right side of the plane, because we'll have to get you the best news on the way in or on the way out. And know your rental car details. All-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, snow tires, and watch for those hints. And then plan for winter travel. Early flights, extra drive time. And if flights are expensive, don't forget to look at Idaho Falls personally as alternatives for your air. So that's it. You're ready to come to Jackson. We'll see you when you get here.